Okay, so in this episode of Niche Laboratory TV, I'm going to do a deep dive into a really tough niche. And I started this job for the keyword search engine optimization, SEO. I found that in Niche Laboratory, if you put SEO as well as search engine optimization, then you might get even more relevant results. So that is one tip if you're using Niche Laboratory. So what's this SEO niche like? Well, as you can see from the start here, estimate of niche popularity, this is a rock hard niche. This is about the first time I've seen this bar go red and all the way to 100%. So this is a very tough niche. So keywords, we seem to have plenty of keywords, so I'll scroll down to the new reports. There are a few questions. I would like to find a few more. If you really want some more of these question type long tail keywords, then I would recommend Keyword Researcher Pro, which is really good for finding these. However, it's not so good at finding a general overview of a niche. So there's the word cloud here. Importance, a few things, marketing, kind of SEO kind of overlaps with marketing, so that might be an angle where we might be able to find a few keywords. So I'll dive straight into the keyword rankings report. I'm using Niche Laboratory Pro version 2 here, and this report is brand new in this version. Already it's proving to be by far the most useful report that the tool generates. So as you can see, this is a rock hard, tough niche. If you check out my other videos, I did one for the umbrellas shopping niche the other day, and most of the keywords were green. By comparison, it's a pretty much a nightmare here. Like there's lots of dark red ones, there's only a few green ones, so this is a very tough niche indeed. So we'll scroll down. There are a few green ones. I've noticed that people are always looking for like Google local searches for search engine optimization in a particular part of the world or town or city. So if you're offering search engine optimization services in a particular country, then you might be able to find a few long tail keywords depending on how many people live, where you live, and whatever. It's also worth, if your first language isn't English, then to look for some phrases in other languages, because you might find there's less competition from SEO companies. A lot of search engine companies obviously operate out of India or the Philippines. They mainly tackle the English speaking market. So if you speak another language, Mandarin Chinese, Spanish, Portuguese, German, then you should find there's whole markets that those companies in those countries can't even touch. I've added something new to Niche Laboratory now. It just tries to find some keywords associated with costs. Some niches is better than others, but as I say, if you were to do a blog article about how much SEO actually costs, I mean, it would take a time to research, but you probably get some good traffic using those kinds of keywords. Again, how important is SEO? These seem to be possible ones. This is another idea. There's probably SEO for certain niche industries. Here we've got law firms. So if you know something about a particular market sector, then that's another angle of tackling this niche. Let's see, anything else? Sometimes the keywords are related to other niches entirely, but occasionally they are useful. I've just this morning picked up a really interesting keyword that kind of wasn't really related to my main niche idea, but I've just done an article about it, so it'll be interesting to see whether that article gets traffic. Let's say it's a real minefield here of red keywords, which should be pretty tough to rank for. good news is that there are quite a few. Google Keywords tool doesn't seem to be too hard to rank for this. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's another angle. People are always looking for alternatives to the Google Keyword tool, so tools like Niche Laboratory are kind of a good alternative. Marketing doesn't seem to be quite so competitive. This is general marketing, not just online and internet marketing, so that could be another angle to approach in this niche. Again, market optimization, I'm not too sure what this is, but this niche seems to be a whole lot better than SEO as far as competition is concerned. Finally, we have a few random keyword phrases that didn't really fit in with any other topic, so there could be some interesting keywords here. An online SEO checklist. Again, with these kind of keywords in this competitive niche, then I don't think it's enough really to write a blog article about this unless you're a big name, household name blogger virtually. But what you could do is get somebody to create a website-based service where maybe you could put in your URL and it would check your website's SEO, on-site SEO. So if you were to create a tool like that, then you might get bit more traffic. Getting us more keywords here. I've really increased the number of keywords that Niche Laboratory finds these days, and here's top ranking websites. I'm going to click on the competition matrix here. Say again, Wikipedia seems to be the top ranking website. Although these aren't necessarily the rank for one search, they come out from many related searches for this niche, but these are kind of all of the top websites that you'll see time and time again if you search for SEO and similar keywords. So as I say, there's definitely been quite a lot of SEO going on in this niche, and it says that it's probably fairly tough. I might have to revisit the ranking of this for the overall difficulty score, but anything that's orange or red isn't going to be that easy to rank, especially if you're a newbie or your website is new. So as you can see, there's some quite big websites here. Search Engine Journal has been around forever. They don't seem to have done much SEO, but it would be quite hard to outrank them. I say not necessarily that easy, really. Rank Sparrow, that's something I've never heard of, so it's a good idea to look through this list because sometimes you can find websites that you've never seen before. Let's say I've never heard of that one. Moz, have obviously heard of that one. It's quite a well-known SEO website. In fact, it's featured twice in this list. Going for social media, well, Twitter seems to be saturated. I have noticed that if you do search for some keywords, then you'll get lots and lots of Twitter influencers and very few Instagram accounts. Obviously in the SEO niche there's not that much demand for photos and other things to be shared, so there's not much going on with Instagram in this niche. I don't know whether it would be worth testing out an Instagram account. Obviously there is less competition, but I don't know if you would rank Instagram for SEO type keywords. There's lots of hashtags here. That's more than I've seen in any other job that I've run on Niche Laboratory. Finally, there's a whole load of links to go through that can be useful, because it's always useful to link to external websites if you're creating a blog, and this is a nice list of things that would be worth investigating. There's quite a lot of links in this one. Again, Niche Laboratory suggests a few sample blog post titles, so there's a few ones that kind of could be good. Why I Hate Search Engine Optimization could be a good article to write. That's a kind of good one. If you want to be a winner, change your SEO philosophy now, that could be a good one. The dirty truth on SEO as well, that could be interesting. Again, for forums, this was broken in the previous version of Niche Laboratory, but it's now working again. This finds the forums from another website I created called findaforum.net. If you want to find forums related to your niche, then this part of the report is very useful. As you see, for the SEO niche, we seem to be quite well served with forums, but if you don't see a forum in your particular niche listed, then it's always worth checking out whether it's a possibility of actually creating a forum. Forums can take off, and I definitely need to do more videos about starting and maintaining forums. Google News, there's definitely lots of good SEO things going on here. As I say, if you want timely news stories, especially for if you're sending out email newsletters and things, then instead of searching Google, you can just do a report here and check a few Google News reports. There's definitely some nice articles that subscribers would like to use at these. And finally, there's a whole list of keywords which we can put into other keyword tools. So that was an overview of the search engine optimization niche, which is one of the hardest niches I've ever seen people do niche laboratory jobs for. If you have any suggestions for other niches I should cover, then leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.